Okay, today I'm showing how to position a bike properly on a trainer. So this is a standard trainer. Standard meaning it's not smart, it doesn't have the plug-in with the electronics. It just has a hydraulic unit for resistance against the rear wheel. And then trainers can be different, but there's usually a movable side that can be adjusted. This one's got a little bit of a slot with the pin, so it can be made wider or narrower depending on what width you're trying to fit for the rear end of the bike. There is some variation in those widths, a couple of different standards. So typically you gotta get the width set so the bike's gonna be nice and tight. And then the other side is typically a toggle, and that bar that holds the bike in moves in and out. So we'll start with it open. And of course the adjustable side's adjusted correctly. And we've also got the resistance unit turned back so the tire's going to fit in there properly. Got my wife's bike over here. You need a trainer skewer. So what that looks like is it's got a metal rounded end on both sides so it fits securely in the trainer. Standard skewers can be shaped differently, so sometimes they do not fit. So I already have one on Suzanne's bike. That's the good news. We'll put this aside. So her bike has the skewer set. It's the flip lever. If you're sitting on the bike, this flip lever would be on the left side, and the adjustable nut is on the right side. Okay, so we're just going to move our bike over. You can slide the block out of the way for the front wheels so it doesn't get in our way. And then now we're just going to put the bike in, and I try to hold the side in the fixed side. I try to put the skewer into that first, make sure we're aligned well, and then flip the toggle over. Should be a nice tight clamp. Make sure everything looks like it's straight, and then adjust the resistance unit. Make sure you got your tire filled up. Hers is a little soft, so you would air that up to about 90 psi to start. And then once this unit makes contact to the tire, you'll see there's barely a touch. You want to go usually about a turn and a half to 2 turns. Some will click when they're tight enough. Others you just have to use on your own judgment. But if you don't get much of a slip there, just get a very little slip, that'll be good to go. And then ideally you'll have something to get the bike level. Not required, but a block under the front wheel can help. And then nice and stable, and we're ready to go ride. So that's how you set up a standard road bike with a removable skewer axle. That's how you set it up on a standard trainer. There are different axle configurations in newer bikes. If you have a disc brake rear wheel versus a rim brake, you'll have a through axle most likely, and that will be a different configuration. But for the older style, removable skewer with a thin rod, this is the way to go.